Junkrat is one of the most impactful DPS in Overwatch Stadium, but he has one major problem. In any build I find online, all of Junkrat's value is hinged on one essential perk. And if you don't buy this perk, you may as well just be throwing every single stadium round. Zipgrease. So in this video, I decided to challenge myself. As an all-star Junkrat player, could I make a competitively viable Junkrat build without his must-pick perk? In this video, we are going to dive into why Zipgrease is so impactful. We'll make a stadium build without the must-pick perk, and we will show how to launch Junkrat into a new meta in Season 19. So buckle up, Buttercup, grab a snack, subscribe, and let's bounce on it crazy style. Okay, before we go into the build, why is Zipgrease so good? Well, once you purchase this perk, after detonating a concussion mine, your next two frag launcher shots gain 200% projectile speed and deal 10% increased damage to airborne enemies. You see, as a character, what Junkrat struggles with the most is damage consistency. Playing Junkrat is like gambling. This tennis ball wielding Australian has decided to deal a ton of damage in one of his shots, instead of dealing less damage in a bunch. But because your projectiles are so slow, you have such a slim chance at actually hitting said shot. Zipgrease changes everything. Turning Junkrat from a projectile to a hit scan, he essentially instantly guarantees that 2 of your bullets are going to hit consecutively. So what are we going to do with a build without Zipgrease? We are going to be the Greaseless rat. Fair warning, this build is disgusting. And it's not like game-breaking, shake the meta disgusting. It's like eating too much cheesecake at Thanksgiving disgusting. That feeling when you eat 40 chicken nuggets from McDonald's disgusting. Like the silent swift fart that comes out of your butt cheeks that you think is going to go over really fast but then ends up smelling diabolical, so you blame it on your grandma with Alzheimer's disgusting.
Round 1.
Your first power, Double Trouble. Gain 1 additional charge of steel traps. For your greens, you're going to pick ammo reserves for that extra bullet, power playbook for that ability damage, and compensator for that damage. Now, if you're new to a Junkrat trap build, huck it. Use it and lose it. I don't care if you don't land a single trap kill. If you don't throw 2 traps on the map at the same time, and you waste your power, you might as well have done Zipgrease. But thankfully, you are my subscriber and you got that doggy, so I know you're going to put 2 traps in the worst locations possible, and you're going to get the full value out of your powers.
Round 2.
The second power you're going to pick up is Bingo. Frag launcher direct hits without bouncing reduce the cooldown of abilities by 25%. Normally this has great synergies with the 2 charges on your mine, but now we have 2 charges on our trap. You know how I mentioned playing Junkrat is like gambling? Well, in round 2 we just added the lever to our slot machine. With 4 charges on 2 cooldowns, we are going to be hucking all of our utility out all at once, all the time, and non-stop. Now, Junkrat players are known for greeting Zipgrease and buying it as soon as possible, but we don't want to be like them. We don't want to join the dark side of the force. We don't want to greed a purple as soon as possible and ruin our stadium cash economy. Actually, yeah, we do. We're totally going to do that. I'm sorry, Pookies. Mwah. Lithium alloy, 50% steel trap throw distance. Enemies that trigger steel trap burn for 75 damage over 3 seconds. I mean, come on, guys. Why would we not get a bunch of traps if we couldn't do a bunch of damage? Because now we can gamble with our cooldowns to deal damage. This feels like going from blackjack to poker, back to blackjack, back to poker. And sometimes you get a bunch of money and sometimes you get 0 money. Unfortunately, I don't know what that would feel like because I'm banned from all casinos. Apparently, they don't like the terms risk assessment and probability. The next item we're going to pick, if you have the cash and when you have the cash, is Rat Pack. 5% ability power, 50% steel trap health. Steel trap refunds 33% of the cooldown when destroyed. Now, it might be because no one plays against this build, but most players don't realize when they destroy a trap that you have 2 immediately on lock. Traps aren't going in the front line, they're going in the back line. That trap throw distance is wild, bro. And your playstyle is blame your farts on your grandma with Alzheimer's level of disgusting. You are going to be the rattiest Junkrat of all the Junkrats. Your goal is to be in your backline, throwing traps in their backline. Now you may wonder, oh, Bimpy, how do I actually get people to run into my traps? Well, I do have some amazing tech for that. 1. Throw it at their toes. Let your traps munch on the dogs a little bit. B. Throw it at where you think the enemy's toes are going to be. 3. Throw it in a congested hallway. Studies have shown that foot traffic is heavier in places where people walk more often. And strat number 4 is throw a trap in a place where someone would go, why the f is there a trap there? If you can't tell already, I put so much thought to this build. So much so that you might be wondering, well, Bimpy, what are the rest of the perks? You've only mentioned one purple and one blue, and I'd answer you with the fact that you could probably pick whatever else the heck you want. CCing the tank and tilting him until he goes into all chat is satisfying enough. But I will give you my personal favorites. Falk's Funny Fuel, because the name is funny. Champion's Kit, trap damage. Iridescent Iris, trap damage. Cyber Venom, trap damage. Catalytic Crystal, ult charge. That one might be actually a little important. And Lumerico Fusion Drive if you suck. Okay, your round 3 power is actually kind of important. I know I've been goofing around about how Junkrat has Junkrat perks, but this cooks surprisingly. The last power you're going to pick is Rip and Roll. 20% ult cost reduction. During your ultimate, enter your Rip Tire. Launch out when it's destroyed or triggered. At first I kind of picked this one because it was a meme, until I realized that everyone kept walking into my tomfoolery, and I kept getting my ult 3-4 times around, which is a lot. And just like a Diva bomb build, if you're getting 1 to 3 kills a tire, you're just winning games. What does this build go well against? Well, first off is flyers. I'm just kidding, I'm gaslighting the crap out of you. A wise man once told me, if their toes aren't on the ground, their butts you will not pound. Confucius. But high key, any tank without AoE explosions. Reinhardt's pretty chill, Junker Queen's pretty chill, Orisa is really nice. Give the horse some CC for once in her freaking life. Also, Brig, you'll be munching on her toes a lot. Well, anyways guys, that is about all I got for you. This one was a little more goofy, I'm not gonna lie. But I had a really fun time making this build, and I figured it deserved a shout out on the channel. And without further ado, love yourself, do something nice for someone else, give your mom a hug, stay hydrated, and until we bounce on it crazy style again, I will see you on the next one. Toodles!